Welcome to the Squirrel Tail. On this video I'm going to be taking a look and shooting my bench rifle. This is a gun I built 3 years ago. It was built fall of 2019 into the early part of 2020. The parts I got at the last Gunmakers Fair at Dixon's, the 2019 show. It's using a Rice match barrel 50 caliber with a 1 3/8 wide barrel that is 42 inches long. I believe it's 1 72 twist, but it might be 1 66. I would have to double check. And it uses a small chambers lock. I finished the gun in January of 2020 and shot a few times. Then I got busy with other things and it sat for 2.5 years. But one of my goals this year is to actually shoot competition with it. So I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to start at the butt and work my way up. Now the butt plate, pretty simple. It did get stained at some point. I want to take that apart and polish it up here soon. Pretty simple butt plate. The wood itself has some nice figure to it. Pretty attractive piece of wood. And a nice simple cheek piece that fits me well. This stock I got off Nate McKenzie's wife. And the price tag on it was $5 because it was a big plank. Have some marks in the wood, like right there. But for the function of this gun, it doesn't hurt nothing. Now moving up, I have simple trigger guard, brass trigger guard, the small chambers lock, and my set triggers. Now these are single set triggers, not double. So you cannot fire it with just the first trigger. You actually have to set it. This is nothing you're going to be trying to make a fast shot with, so I figure that's perfectly fine. Moving up, we have the sight. It's a Redfield sight, peep sight that I have on it. Really nice sight, actually. I really like the Redfields. And a mount that I machined myself, to get it, to actually put it on the gun. Normally, if you're mounting peep sights on a barrel, you'd do them on the side, like on my Underhammer. But because of how wide this gun was, I decided to make a custom mount. And machine that myself. I just fired it, so if you see some fouling, I'm kind of in the middle of cleaning it right now. Moving up. Now, the only thing kind of interesting on the forearm, it's pretty chunky. It's really nothing you're not gonna shoot this offhand. I might do it once just for a joke, but nothing you'd do. Now, how I have the barrel attached is I took advantage of the thickness of this barrel and actually just threaded the stock on the gun itself. I intentionally wanted to make this easy to take apart. The only wood screws in the entire gun are in the butt plate, and there's no pins. These on the trigger guard, I actually have a piece of brass with threads on it in there, holding that on. So that's how I went about doing that. Works pretty good for keeping the barrel attached. So, stock only goes up to here. Really, I could have cut it back here, but I kind of like the look of the curl. Now, up towards the front, I have my homemade bipod that I machined out of solid steel with little brass screws to level the gun up. They work pretty nice. I need to make pieces down here that are slightly longer though, but that won't be an issue. And then I have my front globe sight with, again, a custom mount made, pretty simple. you know, did this all on the Bridgeport. This was probably one of my Bridgeport Mill's biggest projects, was working on this. Again, made for a fun project. And then there's the business end. I need to find it. It's not a true false muzzle, but I do got a loading guide for this. I want to get that out for starting the ball and stuff. But overall, that's the gun. Now let's take a couple shots with it.